Alrighty then, hello everybody, it is I, Felix, and I'm here back after a little bit of a break because of Limbus Company and that Don Quixote boss fight to give you some Voids of Cards, Beasts of Burden, Chapter 5. I genuinely just needed a bit of a break after that Don Quixote boss fight. Like, genuinely, I got way more pissed than I like to be when I'm playing a game. And while it does happen sometimes, it hasn't happened since I think the first time I played Dark Souls 3, and that was at least 5 to 6 years. I don't know when Dark Souls 3 came out actually. It was a while back though, so seriously. Oh, we're here, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Village of Light. Okay. Yeah, I remember not really liking Chapter 4, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm basically gonna give Voids of Cards, Beast of Burden one more chapter to prove to me that it's fun enough for me to continue, and otherwise I might just let things be. You know, just start playing other games, because I don't know, man, like, the moment a game isn't fun for me anymore, I will stop playing it. That's how things be. I might finish it on my own time, but that's more because I'm fairly sure we're close to the end and I don't want to see what happens at the end. But yeah, I think that, if I remember correctly, the entire village killed themselves because of a really stupid reason. Now everybody is gonna be sad about it. Cat girl person is probably gonna be scarred for life, if I am not mistaken. Let's go from top to bottom, shall we?
Polka gazes at the Shrine of Light, where the guru lived with her family.
God, it must have taken forever to bury all the bodies, now that I think about it. Could you imagine? Yeah, we've only met like 4 people in this entire city, town, whatever you want to call it. But that's probably only because of gameplay reasons, right? They're not gonna have 100 NPCs that we're never gonna see. So, fuck. Imagine having to bury 100+ people, or even if this is a small town or village. I think it's called the Village of Light. Let's say there are maybe 30, 40 people here. That's still a lot. That's still gonna take several days at the minimum, just of straight up burying bodies, and they're slowly gonna decompose, except if you use a mass grave, of course. But I feel like that's not what they were gonna do, mainly because they were all, oh, this is sad, we need to be respectful and all that kind of stuff. Still, would be a lot of effort. I guess they could have also just dumped the bodies in the water, but I feel like you wouldn't do that in a desert area like this where water is precious. You just would be contaminating the entire reservoir for no reason. Huh. Well, let's just move on. I feel like this is kind of tension that was unnecessary.
You ask Polka if perhaps it was better this way.
No,
He shakes his
wasn't.
head and says,
This was
there are
stupid.
many things in this world he does not understand.
Like, no matter how the game wants to play this, I still think this was fucking stupid. This feels like when ADM has a cool idea for something, but doesn't know how to properly implement it, so they make a bunch of leaps of logic just to make things happen. Right? Like something where the players think 1 second about the problem and then know 10 solutions about how the bad ending could have been stopped. But the DM's like, no, this is how it's gonna happen, now feel sad. Seriously, I feel like they should have gone with a different route here. If they wanted to have the village kill themselves for whatever reason, maybe because the party showed up, or I don't fucking know, because just any other reason except, oh, we want the fucking stone back because it's super important to the village. Because what does it matter if you have the stone back if you die 5 seconds later? That's just so fucking stupid. Oh, it's the heart of the village. Okay, yeah, well, that matters a lot when the village is basically gone 5 seconds later. Seriously? Hell, you didn't even have to let the cat girl into the damn city. You could have just had one of those, like you could have had an intermediate. Maybe that guy that we met before we entered this city. You know, the one that gave us all those quests to find certain monster cards. You could have just been like, oh hey, you know, if you meet a cat girl and a couple of travelers, could you maybe give them this mission and tell them to, under any circumstances, not enter our city, because then everybody will die? Yeah, like something like that. That just seems like a better solution. To be fair, the head of the village was a damn child, so maybe she couldn't think of it, but still. Hell, she could have even just told villagers, hey, so I know, so we're gonna meet a half monster, half human, so while you will have to treat her nicely, you also need to hate her at the same time. But you don't have, but do not treat her badly, poorly, under any circumstances, because then you will have to kill yourself. No. Treat her nicely, but hate her at the same time. Because you can treat someone nicely without liking that person, so that could have worked as well. But no, she had to keep it a secret so that everybody would treat her poorly after a bit. Because that makes sense, right? That makes absolute sense. Sorry, I feel like the previous chapter just. I am disappointed because I really want to like this game, because I really like the past two games. And while up until this point I think the game was fairly mediocre, which, you know, it is what it is. It had some fun moments where I was like, yeah, I can keep playing this. It's not gonna be anything amazing for me, but I like the game enough to keep playing it. But this chapter, well, previous chapter, man, the previous chapter really got me to be like, dang, this is actually kind of bad. I really hope the game picks up from here. I really want to be able to like this game. This game would basically, if we had a 1 to 10 scale, this game went from a strong 6 to a 5 in my scale. And I'm not gonna explain the entire what every point means. Just know that the 6 is the minimum I would require for a game to be good, in my eyes. Where a 5, I could see someone liking the game, because it's properly made, and the gameplay wise and everything else is properly made, but it's just not my cup of tea. That's basically where Voice of Cards Beast of Burden stands now, because I still like the aesthetic, I still like everything surrounding this, but the combat, while improved in some ways, I feel is a lot more limited, funnily enough, with the inclusion of the monster system, unless you grind for a bunch of monster cards, which I'm not gonna do because that defeats the purpose of this entire short RPG stick that Voice of Cards goes for. And the story is a lot more generic. A lot more generic, in my opinion. Well, actually, that's not entirely true. The first and the second game had decently generic stories as well, with the second game having the least generic story from what I'm seeing. But what held the first game together was mainly its characters, where the characters were genuinely entertaining to watch. Where here, they're all kinda dull, realistically. So yeah, for now, this game is a 5. I hope it can ick itself up to a 7, at least, by having some solid final chapters. But I feel like I could only really hope for it to ick itself up to a 6. Where a 6 is basically the bare minimum that I require to have enjoyed the game. Where I still think it's pretty mediocre overall, but the experience was more positive to me than negative. Where I had a lot of some things that I enjoyed about it, which basically helped me go through an otherwise mediocre game. If you're curious, Voice of Cards Isles of Dragon's War would probably be an 8, where I genuinely really liked it and there was a lot to enjoy for me. And then I'd say Maidens was either a weak 7 or a solid or strong-ish. Maidens is a solid 6. And it might be a weak 7, depending on how I feel that day, but let's just go with a solid 6. So yeah, there was a bit of a downward trend in Voice of Cards games, unfortunately, but I really hope that this one will stick the landing. beginning was pretty good, I'd say. I liked the characters, the beginning fairly well, even though it was pretty generic for a JRPG where the starting village was destroyed. And I got a bit worried when they basically set up one of the beasts to be noticeable, you know, where it's like, oh yeah, this beast with a scar killed your parents, and then they killed that beast in the same chapter, and I was like, what? Like, the main character didn't even kill the beast. I don't remember what killed the beast anymore, which is a bad sign. But yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. I felt like that was leading to something, but I guess it doesn't.
As you leave, you hear him speaking softly to himself.
But yeah, and then the second chapter, I just felt like I didn't feel surprised when Lagor killed a bunch of those sages. I was like, yeah, no, the sages were nothing but assholes to you. I see why this happened, right? And I'm not saying that this game has to surprise me, but the whole purpose of these games are to give a quick JRPG experience, right? But then you do actually... So how can we make it so that these games can make me care about the story or the characters? The first game, they did it by making the characters incredibly entertaining to watch because they were all kind of assholes or weirdos, right? And they also did that by making the story have some genuinely surprising moments, like how in the first game, spoilers I guess for if you haven't seen the first game yet, which I highly doubt if you're here. But yeah, in the first game, they actually had one of the plot points ending with a monster being eaten that we kind of grew attached to, and you were left with kind of a weird feeling, being like, oh, that wasn't fun. That wasn't fun that we did that, but I think that is actually what they tried to do with the Village of Light here. But yeah, so that genuinely surprised me. I'm like, oh, okay. Because the entire village there was like, oh yeah, here monsters and humans live together in harmony and all that stuff. And while there was something eerie about the village, you didn't think, oh yeah, no, they're just straight up eating the monsters after a while. And you're like, oh, that feels kind of weird. I've been going through the effort to save a slime for a small girl that lost it. Then we give it back, but then we hear later that the mayor straight up ate that slime and the girl doesn't even realize that happened, and we basically just have to lie to her. But yeah, so that was like a good moment. I was like, oh, that was nice. It actually made me feel something. But I understand that you can't just make the characters quirky every time. So, damn. Like, how can you make characters interesting without making them basically assholes? In the first game, they were assholes that got their found family trope, basically, which I absolutely adore. I'm trying to think of ways for characters to be a bit more interesting there, because I think that even maidens didn't entirely do that. I like some of the relationships between some of the maidens and the guardians. Funnily enough, wasn't really entirely sold on the relationship between the main character and the main maiden. But in the end, I did feel something when I was given the choice between what they should, what the main maiden should forget. It was either friendship. No, it was so out of 3 things, she could only remember one of them, and you had to choose between love, friendship, and family. And I was actually stuck there for a sec, being like, okay, so this is actually pretty fucked, because she got a bunch of friends from this journey that I feel like she shouldn't be forgetting, but I also don't want her to forget the love she feels for the Guardian, but I also don't want her to forget her family, because that's what she cares about probably the most. And in the end, I chose for her to forget love and friends, because I thought to myself, yeah, because we can always just reforge those bonds, right? Like, it's not like forgetting it now will stop us from getting to know each other again. Where with family, it would be a lot harder to get that same sort of bond again, you know? But yeah, there I felt it a little, so at least they succeeded a little, but yeah. I don't actually know where I was going with this anymore. I don't want to start complaining about these games now. Maybe when we end this game and it hasn't pulled up, but we'll see. I just hope that she's been reunited with her parents. I doubt it. Alright, let's see what you have to say, Legol.
You find Trollis and Legol filling one of the graves.
Again, would take forever to bury everybody. I would not bother. I would maybe at most make a mass grave, which still would be a lot of work. Maybe a funeral pyre would actually have been easier. Just get some wood together, burn everybody. A funeral pyre is a kind way to send people off, right? I'm not mistaken in that. I hope so.
Trollis is in shock. Had she not come to the village, everyone might still be alive.
Trollis. It's not your fault when everybody in a village is basically idiotic. I wanted to say retarded, but I wasn't sure if that was the right way to say it. But yeah, it's not your fault, Trollis. People were just being idiotic, especially that priest. Also, the fact that they killed themselves for making one mistake is even more stupid. Seriously, don't blame yourself for the actions of stupid people, Trellis. Otherwise, you'll never stop blaming yourself.
They made their choice. We bear no responsibility for their fate, Legol says, trying to comfort her.
Yeah, Legol knows what's up.
Silence hangs in the air. They break ground on a fresh grave.
I feel so bad for just not giving a shit, though. I feel like the game really wants me to feel a lot more than I'm doing, but I'm just thinking, damn, these villagers were stupid as fuck.
You leave them be.
Welp.
Though closure yet escapes you, the graves have been dug. The party agrees it is time to sleep. Or at least to try.
Did I actually... I don't actually remember. Did I have my sound on? Yeah, I do. Great. The next day. I was actually wondering what type of game I should play.
The village is all too quiet as your party rouses from slumber.
Holy fuck, you actually slept
Everyone
in the village?
sets about preparing to pass
I
through the
fucking
cave leading to the end wall.
I genuinely wouldn't. Seriously, sleeping in a place where a bunch of people died not too long ago. I might not believe in ghosts, but even I know that's just bad juju. I would have just taken maybe some... walked out of the village and slept outside. Find a cave in the northern wasteland that the guru spoke of. Alrighty then. But yeah, so I was thinking of what type of game I should be playing after this, because, well, I still have Chrono Arc. Hey Hermit, what's up? I am back after my little break after being super fucking pissed off at Limbus Company. How are you doing? Also, who's that? Who's that emote? Demon 18 wave. Ah, I thought that was that dragon girl from FGO. Lancelot? You know, the one that's from, based on Lancelot or whatever. I don't actually remember her name. She also has white hair and she has weird black thingies on her forehead, which now I can see are horns. But her eyes aren't red, so it's not her. I do actually like her design quite a bit. I do actually also have her in FTO. I basically got each Royal or Royal Knight or whatever you call it from Morgan. Which, now that I think about it, you probably don't care about because you don't play FTO. I technically also don't play FTO that much though, so... Heal you there. I'm guessing that's the wandering merchant we just saw.
Glancing over in the direction of the shout, you see the roving merchant waving his whole arm at you.
I got an injury during sword fighting yesterday, so I might be saying ow a couple of times during this stream. It's on my leg, so when I move my leg a bit too much, it actually hurts a little. It's not really an injury, I guess. It's more of a someone kept hitting me on the same spot over and over again and really hard, so now it's just a bit sore when I move it. It actually hurt way more yesterday, just when I got finally taking a break from La Mancheland. Yep, I'm taking a break for a decent while, I'd say. I'm gonna cleanse myself from Limbus Company for a little bit. Just for a little bit. I'm not even gonna farm or anything like that. I just need to cleanse myself and recenter myself, because I didn't like how angry I got at what, honestly, I shouldn't get angry at. It's a damn video game, and I really don't like having my emotions take over that much. And I think the cause of why I was so angry at that boss fight was that I just really wanted to see the remaining story, and it kept bothering me how it kept making me not be able to see the final bit of the story, because I already had to break it up because of Sancho, so I wouldn't be able to see the story in one really solid go. And then I had to break it up again for the final boss, and that just pissed me off, because for me, it felt like it ruined the main story experience. So at that point I was just like, I just want to see the final story, I just want to see the final bit, just let me win, please. And that's not a good way of viewing this, because as much as I am not as much a fan of the gameplay as some of you guys, I do need to remind myself that Limbus Company is a game that I do enjoy. And if I get so pissed off at a boss fight I really shouldn't get pissed off at, just because it's not letting me win, then that is my problem and not the game's. So I'm gonna just try and recenter myself until I, calm down a bit, and then I'm gonna try it again, actually paying attention to the skills, and hopefully be able to win against Don Quixote in a couple of tries, and then see the final bit of La Mancha Land, and actually have an enjoyable experience with the story. I do not want to remember Canto 7, I don't want to associate Canto 7 with frustration and irritation. I refuse to have Canto 7 spoiled by those feelings.
Trollis was able to make a full recovery thanks to the info he passed on. You acknowledge him with a slight nod, deciding to stop by the market later so you can properly express your gratitude.
I will say though, no spoilers for Canto 7, at all. I'm not gonna talk too much about Limbus Company until I've beaten Canto 7 because of them spoilers. I really don't want to be spoiled for Canto 7. Oh, even though I guess there isn't really much to spoil anymore at this point, because I'm literally at the final bit, but just no spoilers. Because I already was kind of pissed that Limbus Company technically spoiled Library of Runa for me by saying that the people that we booked would get out of the books, which was a pretty big spoiler, and I never like spoilers. One of the reasons why I rushed Library of Runa at the end there, because I really just wanted to not get spoiled, which might, now that I realize it, that was the reason why I stopped streaming Library of Runa for a bit and never showed you guys the ending, because I was just I'm getting super frustrated and I just need to finish Library of Runa. So maybe I should just not put any pressure on myself to finish certain bits like bosses in Library of Runa just because I want to see story. That might be the reason why I constantly get frustrated with these games. Well, something to work on, I suppose. Alright, well, let's see what we have here.
The merchant sees that Trollis has recovered and lets out a sigh of relief.
What a rare, I'm glad she's recovered. It's a miracle. It's kind of funny that they have a cooling guard used as a repeat. I don't think that has happened in the previous game, so...
He asks after the apothecary with curative-making prowess. It seems he wishes to replenish his stock.
They killed themselves.
Alas, the apothecary is... You tell him of the tragedy that transpired in the village of
I wouldn't
Light.
call it a tragedy, more like stupidity from everybody in that village. Seriously, I'm not gonna have the game make me feel bad about these people when they were just being stupid. And I will repeat myself constantly. Those people were idiotic.
I should like to set off some fireworks then, in honor of the dead.
You can do that. I guess even stupid people deserve to have some honoring their death. Are we gonna get a bit of a... No? Okay, we're getting sound bites, which is fine.
The fireworks are only briefly visible in the bright light of day.
Probably should have waited until night, buddy.
You can't help but think they would be prettier if this place ever experienced nighttime. Your thoughts then turn to the departed villagers.
Wait, so how do these people know what is nighttime if they never experienced it? Enter roving market? Yeah, sure. Can see if he has some new missions for us to do. We are in a new chapter after all. Heyo.
Ah, perfect timing, the merchant says. I was hoping you'd catch me a venom slime. 2 stars or above, as usual.
Do I have one of those?
He then procures a picture and shows it to you. It looks like this. Apparently, its beautiful purple body has earned it the name Jewel of the Wasteland.
It does look kinda tasty.
You make note of the information and bid the man farewell.
Alright. You can receive monster data anytime by selecting, okay, beautiful purple okay. Is that supposed to be a hint towards...
Have you found a venom slime? The merchant asks. Remember, I need one that's 2 stars or above.
No, that's not good enough.
You take the card out from your... it's the right monster.
Okay.
You nod and turn on your heel, determined to capture an even more powerful beast.
Alright, so we need to find a venom slime somewhere. I don't actually remember where they have been. Would be kinda hilarious if you had a venom slime. Do you have a venom slime of 2 stars and above? No, you only have 1-star creatures. Maybe I should buy this one, just to have one of those damaging attacks. Might be worth it. Ooh, deals dark damage to target. And recovers HP equal to 50% of the amount dealt. That's pretty good. Adds value of roll to attack and deal fire damage. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, well, I'm at least gonna buy this skeleton. I find... actually, we'll buy this skeleton after farming for the slime, because we might actually be able to get that skeleton later. But yeah, I do want that skeleton. Alright. Do we need anything else? Do we maybe want to switch some equipment? I usually don't like buying equipment in these games. I was interested in this game till I saw the Square Enix price tag attached to it. Well, you can buy all 3 of them in one packet, I think, which... I don't know actually how expensive that is, but... They were on sale a while back and they were only like 10 euros at that point, so... They might be a bit more expensive where you're from, I don't actually know. But yeah, if you only have the budget to buy one of the games, I would suggest starting with Isles of Dragon's Roar, because that is more what I feel the best game out of the 3. Okay, this gives slightly more equipment. Alright, I guess... Yeah, for now we don't really need it. Yeah, I don't actually know how expensive these guys are at this point. Should I just go... Fuck it, I'm just gonna go for new equipment actually. Maybe we'll get something better, but I'll at least equip my main character with decent equipment, because I haven't bought any new equipment in forever. See, I have the worst equipment right now, and I do actually want some more offensive powers. Buy and equip. Then, let's see. That actually does some good stuff for speed. Then we'll buy you, get some more attack power up. Buy and equip. You know, if you're interested in a short well, not a short JRPG, but if you're interested in a JRPG, I think a new Atlas one came out just recently. Metamorphosis or whatever it's called, I believe. Might want to go for that. I like it decent. Well, I haven't played it yet, but it seems pretty cool. And it doesn't seem to have that whole time mechanic stick that Persona games have, which is my biggest gripe with the game itself. I don't know why, I don't like the whole time management thing from Persona. I feel like I would like it more if they were a bit more kind with getting everything, because a lot of the time in these games, in the Persona 3, 4, 5 games, you can't really get everything. As in, unless you follow a guide and specifically go step by step doing things that the guide says, you're not gonna get to see everything. You won't get all the links, you won't get the perfect stats and all that kind of stuff, and that just irritates me because I don't want to play a game like a 100-hour RPG again just to see like 1 or 2 social links. Because that's what happened with me, basically. I played Persona 5 for the second time. I didn't finish it the first time I played it, mainly because, well, I think it was because I realized that I wouldn't be able to get all the social links, and that frustrated me, and I was just like, okay, so I'm just not gonna have fun here anymore because I know I'm not gonna get all the social links. But then the second time I played, I didn't try to get all the social links, but I still ended up getting, I think, most of them. I didn't get maybe 1 or 2 social links. One of them was that politician that... It was that politician that you aren't able to social link with anymore after a certain point, which really frustrated me. And so I basically would have to replay the entire game just for that 1 social link, and I'm not gonna do that. Persona's a 100-hour game. Why would I replay it like that just for 1 social link? Ooh, I forgot to flip that card. Good thing I saw that. I don't actually know if there is a poison slime here. Oh wait, maybe it was in that fire cave from the fire elemental guy. Probably. I will say, again, this whole grinding for things kind of goes against the whole, this is a fast RPG you can finish really quickly. I don't have to do it, but I do kind of feel like I should. Not because the game is forcing me, but mainly because... I feel like I'm not having as much fun in battle because I have such limited cards right now. And I do want to get at least see most things here. I'm not gonna 100% the game if it requires a bunch of effort, but I'm willing to at least give it a shot. Oh, and... Okay, I would have preferred this card, but honestly, a random status ailment on the 6 or higher isn't really that great. Just meant you're a little obsessive, compulsive like that. A little bit, maybe. But yeah, it's... I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I need to get that poison slime. Luckily we can just go all the way over here, and where? Over here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that the poison should be over here. Alright, let's see if we can find that poison slime. And I think skeletons are in here as well, but I'm not... No, those were in the other one. Dang. Give me that poison slime, please. Basically just gonna have to walk around here until I get it. Not actually sure if I have a higher chance of running into it on higher floors. Don't even know where the floor ends though, or did we fight the fire element? We might have just fought the fire elemental here. Yeah, we probably just fought the fire elemental here. Come on buddies. Come on. The one time I need a bunch of monsters. Should I just walk like this? Guess I should just walk like this and hope I run into someone. Oh, that would have actually... Okay, good. For a second there I was like, could you imagine if I defeated the Primordial in an area that monsters wouldn't spawn anymore? That wouldn't be great for me.
Get him.
Okay, we can get skeletons here. That's actually pretty good for us. Because we do want the skeleton card as well, just because it's a good attack. Oh shit, it's a water attack. I was doing a freak attack. Well, at least we killed the skeleton in one go, so that's good. Okay, barely didn't kill it, but Trawler should be able to. Yep, there we go. I probably should have done this off stream now that I think about it, because then we could have just gone with the main story afterwards. Okay, well we got the skeleton, so that was one of the ones I wanted, so that's good. Now we just have to hope that we can get one of those poison slimes quickly. I'd rather have a level 2 skeleton, but level 1 is what it is. We at least have the card, which is really good. Maybe... if it's what it is, start jabbing to fill in the air. Yeah, true. I should just start talking more. Yeah, no, I just realized that while I was doing this. Thought to myself, this might be something that most confident streamers would do off stream. I guess that's one of my problems. I don't... Oh, shit. I really wish that had hit. But hey, that crit was pretty nice.
Oh!
I do like that regen of Trollus. It's really too bad that this is the final Voice of Cards game, because I feel like if they were given maybe another trilogy or so, then the final game in that trilogy could actually have a pretty fun battle system on their hands. Could have a pretty fun battle system on their hands, indeedy. But I can understand why they didn't. I feel like maybe the guy that wrote the stories, the guy that also wrote Nier stories, might have only had really the idea for one game. Oh, here we go. There we go. There is our poison slime. Finally, my friendly slimes.
Battle.
Alright, Polka, you do this. But I feel like the guy that wrote these games only really had maybe idea and a good story prepared for the first game, and then the other two were just kinda like there, which sounds kinda bad, but I feel like a lot more effort was put into the first Voice of Card games. For example, you had multiple endings in the first Voice of Cards games. You had a secret ending, you had a super boss, you had super weapons and all that kind of stuff, right? It actually felt like a short JRPG experience, but Maidens, while I won't say it was a bad game, it did feel a lot less full. There we go, level 16. Okay, we're just gonna go to middle, please. Give me that slime. Fuck me. Oh, damn, a 4-star green slime. That's actually kinda insane. Okay, well, we're still grinding a little bit. Honestly, it would have been a bit more irritating if we got that 4-star slime, because we need actually a poison slime. Depending on how long this grinding takes, I might not finish chapter 5, by the way. Then I'll have to rename this grinding. Ooh. If we can get a level 2 skeleton, that would be actually pretty swell. Ah, itchy nose. Could you imagine I'm just here grinding for 2 hours? Well, not grinding, finding that poison slime. It really depends on how lucky you are. I do think we have some cards that can force us to get treasure chests, so we might want to go about that too. Okay, are we getting something? Okay, just a 1-star. Just a 1-star skeleton. I really wish they would just automatically ignore any any of the same cards you have that are lower rating or the same rating, because I accidentally switched out my 2-star ogre for a 1-star ogre because I wasn't paying attention. Which is gonna be not great if I have to get the 2-star ogre. Alright, another slime, nice. I also would like another healing skill, to be honest. We only have 1 heal right now and it's pretty garbage. I don't really mind it that much because I am of the mind that I'd rather have the players be able to have short, damaging fights than have things
A masterful victory!
take longer with defensive or healing skills. Alright, give me... I'm always picking the middle one, by the way. Dang it. Oh, there's only a 1-star. That's... Okay, that's worrisome. That is worrisome. I guess we... Maybe if we can get a encounter where there are multiple poison slimes, then we could get a 2-star, but I haven't seen one yet, so I'm just gonna have to be lucky. Okay, we got a tortoise. I think his card wasn't too bad, so we might want that one as well. If I'm not mistaken, this fire tortoise's card is basically, oh yeah, attack but with fire damage or something like that. No, we're gonna go with water. Fire is weak to water usually. And this guy has a decent amount of defense.
That's how it's done?
Okay. Dang it. Dang you. Stop. Stop giving me things I don't want. Just give me the cards, please. I wonder, maybe I don't want to have to look up where to get the 2-star poison slime. I guess at some point, if we don't get the 2-star poison slime, ooh, multiply XP. I don't want to get too high level though. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to grind in these games. They are already relatively easy, with the only real problem I sometimes face is in the boss fights, so I don't really want to overdo it here. I guess if I really get too powerful, I just can lean into it a bit and just overpower the hell out of myself just to have it be a slugfest. Alright, poison slime, rank 2, baby. Okay, rank 3. Okay, well, okay, so the ranks aren't always the same because, as you saw before, we did actually had the chance to get a rank 4 in the previous fight we got in the slime fight. So we should have a chance to at least get a rank 4 card or a rank 2 card for the poison slime. Alright. Got a rank 3 slime, which isn't bad. Oh, we got an achievement. I don't know which one though. I don't really pay attention to achievements, if I'm gonna be honest. I think the only games I've ever gotten all the achievements for were, funnily enough, Skyrim and Fallout 4. Not because I absolutely love the games, but because I just played the shit out of them. Which, kind of weird that I would like say that and then also say, oh yeah, I didn't really love the games, but honestly, I liked Skyrim. I really got into that one, so that one I did probably do 100% completion of just because I really liked the game and wanted to play it more. But with Fallout 4, it just kind of happened, honestly. I was just kind of doing stuff and then suddenly it was like, oh, here you got the Platinum achievement. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Coolio. I am actually not that much of a fan of Fallout 4, if I'm going to be honest. I feel like the story was a bit too railroady, where it felt like no matter what I did, it just forced me into the story. It didn't feel like I was actually in a world, it just felt like I was in an extremely limited sandbox. Because in, for example, Skyrim, a lot of, like, you have your main story and then you have your side stories, right? And I feel like it's important to have stories that don't have anything to do with the main stories, especially with the factions. Because then it makes the game feel, the game world bigger than it is. Like, the main story isn't all that's going on, but a majority of the factions in the Fallout games are just all focused on the main Institute storyline and all that, and it just makes the world feel incredibly small to me. I only played Fallout 4 for the gunplay and the mods. Really? The gunplay? Don't get me wrong, the gunplay in Fallout 4 is a mile better than in Fallout 3, but it was pretty basic all the same. I wouldn't play Fallout 4 for the gunplay of all things. I genuinely wouldn't have guessed anybody would play the Fallout 4 for the gunplay. I really don't need that extra experience, sir. Please don't give me too much. I don't want to get overleveled. I haven't actually used that many mods on Fallout 4. I just played it once for the story, and I was like, alright, well, I'm kind of done. I'm just kind of done with this. There just wasn't enough to keep me engaged in. Dang! 2 misses. Guess we are unlucky today. Makes sense, though. Sometimes you just get damn misses. Love it or hate it, Fallout 4 did power armor well. I'll give you that one. It did the power armor decently well. I cannot deny you that. Cannot deny you that. I just think it didn't really do enough well for it to actually have been worth it overall. Seriously, like, name me one thing that Fallout 4 did better than the other Fallout besides power armor. Besides, I modded the hell out of the game to make me happy that I can ignore the main quest and do what. Yeah, well, I think that if a game basically needs to be modded and fixed by the community, like, at that point, it's a bad game. Like, at that point, it's just straight up a bad game. What's the difference? Deals damage to target and recovers HP equal to the amount of damage. Huh, what's the difference between... Oh, they're both rank 2 cars, okay. Well, for a second there I was like, wait, what's the difference between these cars? No. But, yeah, I just think then it's a bad game. It can become a good game when it is fixed, but... Yeah. If it needs a crap ton of mods just to be decent, then still, I'm not gonna praise the game for that. Maybe I'm just missing the point of Bethesda games and all, but I feel like the Bethesda games should at least give a minimum a decent experience playing them. I wouldn't say it's a bad game because it can be fun. Now aggressively mediocre. Now we're talking. I feel like a game that is aggressively mediocre, as you call it, is even worse than a game that is bad outright. Because at least with an outright bad game, it can still stick in your mind for being like that bad, right? Like, I remember when I was younger, I played a Pokemon clone that was actively terrible. Like, even movement felt absolutely terrible to a point that it wasn't even funny. But I remember that game because it was so terrible. It was one of the first times my childlike mind was like, holy shit, games can actually be just absolutely terrible. And if it was just a mediocre game, I wouldn't still remember it, would I? Alright, please give me a level 2 slime card. Level 2 slime, level 2 slime. Come on, level 2 slime, level 2 slime, level 2 slime. Okay. Well, 70 chance of discovering a treasure chest upon victory. That's not bad. Can use that if we're actively done grinding. And honestly, I feel like Bethesda kinda lost their touch. You can see it with something like Fallout Shelter. Not Fallout Shelter, that was just a mobile game. What was the Fallout 76, for example, and fucking Starbound or whatever. I don't know. What was that space game called that Bethesda had? I genuinely don't remember. I didn't even play it, but from what I've seen, it seems so empty and just boring. Like, genuinely boring. Starfield, okay. Yeah, Starbound was something else. But yeah, it just seems genuinely boring to me, so... Come on, give me something good. Okay, so I did get that right. But yeah, at this point, I feel like Bethesda just needs to take a step back and be like, alright, so we're clearly not making games that people like anymore. Maybe we should take a step back and actually try and make a proper game this time. Seriously, they're coasting way too much off of their previous successes. Like, let's be entirely honest, who even cares about Bethesda games anymore at this point? They have been surpassed many times over by other people doing open world games better. Hell, Cyberpunk was better than their open world games recently. And Cyberpunk was a damn mess before they fixed it. Before Project Red fixed it. Come on, boys! Fuck me. Already have a 3-star. This is gonna take forever, isn't it? Well, it is fine. We are just here doing some farming. See, this is why I don't really like the monster card system, because... Oh, okay, now we're talking. This is actually a good chance for us to get that 2-star slime card, if we're lucky. Man, okay, I am actually going to... Should I? Shit, I should have used one of those cards now. Nah, whatever, for next time. I hold the original Fallout as a classic. I've played some of the original Fallout actually, but it really shows its age. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely think I could probably play the original Fallout and still have a lot of fun, especially because of the story and the voice acting and just the charm it exudes. But it is showing its age a lot. It's a charming as hell game, but in the end, it's kind of like Knights of the Old Republic, right? Like, it's a charming as hell game, but it shows its age a lot. That's fair, that's fair. I do actually have both Fallout 1 and 2 on my Steam account. I've played a bit of Fallout 1. Didn't really get into it that much in the end, but still. Some good stuff. Like, genuinely, I think I could enjoy the game for what it is. Just need to be in the right mindset. Maybe one day I will try streaming it again. Because, funnily enough, I did actually stream it once. I think that stream is still my YouTube now that I think about it. Holy shit. It's been a while, though. The second game cleans up a lot of stuff from the first. Not sure if it can convince you, but you can play it without playing the first. I do know. You know what? That could be a good thing. I could give the second game a try. I have been thinking... Oh, find a cave in the northern wasteland that the girl... Yes, thanks. I know what the next objective is, sir. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Holy shit. For a second there, I was actually accidentally pressing the button that gives me the objective. But for a second I was like, did the game just give me the objective because I was messing around too much? And they were like, oh, hey, are you lost? But I think that if I had to choose between the two stories of the first and second game, I prefer the first story more because I think the Master is just a straight up more entertaining villain. Especially that final dialogue, that shit was just amazing. Like, seriously, I absolutely love the final dialogue, and I do really feel like the first two Fallout games are way more focused on getting you that roleplay experience. Like, genuinely, those two games are actually really fun to me. Come on! Okay, this is my chance. This is my damn chance. Give me that 2-star! No, so close. So close, but yet so far away. Alright, at least we know that we have a chance to get the 2-star slime here, so the farming ain't for nothing. Arcanum is usually my RPG of choice, but that comes with a hell of a lot of caveats. Well, alright, and what caveats are those? Because I've heard of Arcanum. Arcanum. I think I even, one of my friends was actually like, oh my god, dude, you have to play this, it's absolutely fantastic. I am looking for a new game to stream after I'm done with Voice of Cards / maybe, and I'm not gonna stream in this company for a little bit, so, you know, convince me to stream Arcanum if you want. Not making any promises though. I'll stream whatever the hell I feel like. Come on, give me a stronger skeleton. Ah, dang it. Alright, well, I couldn't really get much anyway. Hey, my luck with these cards has not been it right now. I guess this time I shouldn't count on luck. I should count on my will to keep going consistently.
Battle time.
I really do hope I don't get over-leveled though. That would basically make the combat in this game moot. It's janky AF, and you need to do a lot of legwork to make it modern friendly and have some much needed quality of life aspects, but it's the one game where you can feel that the world is alive and reflects your actions back at you. You don't have any CRPGs that you like that are more recent? I think there was a Cyberpunk one that a lot of people talked really well about. I don't actually remember what it was called, but I do remember some people talking about it a while back. Fuck, what was it called? Something Cyberpunk. You know what I think would be an interesting mechanic to have? That you have to automate some of the battles, right? Where I could automate certain moves that will happen automatically. Kinda like with Final Fantasy 12. Was it 12? It was the one that supposedly was a prequel to Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, so there you had the system where you basically had to decide how your NPCs would deal with like act so automatically. So you had the choice of being like, oh yeah, this NPC will heal a party member when they are below 50%, for example. It's a bit like Dragon Age Origins in that aspect. Sadly, no. I mean, there are a few that I did enjoy their story, but in terms of world building and thought-provoking, it's still arcane, or depending on my mood, like Planescape performance, and the latter is also janky as fuck. Fair enough. Fair enough. Can't really say I've played many CRPGs in my time. I think Fallout was the only one, realistically. Oh, we're getting all crits today. Alright. Yeah, I basically not played any CRPGs besides Fallout. And even then, I think I played Fallout for like 10 hours, and then I just thought to myself, not really for me. It feels a bit too janky for little old me. Charming though. Any games that you're looking forward to right now? I have a couple that I do actually really want to play. Like, for example, I think in maybe a week or so, a remake of Dragon Quest either 1 or 3 comes out. I'm not entirely sure. I think it is 3, and then for 1 and 2 will come out in 2025, but really want to play that. Then a remake of Xenoblade Chronicles X, like that's genuinely fucking amazing to me that we're getting that, like holy shit. Can't wait. Like, I genuinely can't wait for the Xenoblade Chronicles X remake to come out. I can't believe that I'm gonna be able to play all the Xenoblade games on one system. Actually already played the Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's one of the 2 games I have for my Wii U. I have Dragon Quest. The 2 games I have for my Wii U are Xenoblade Chronicles X and Twilight Princess. I even used one of those cards. Dang it! I guess it's only a 70% chance. Arcanum is the only game you can debate the final boss in to taking his own life. What? And it's not locked behind the skill check. Your character have to read certain in-game books, and you as the player still needs to navigate the dialogue choices. Well, you can get the boss to kill themselves in Fallout, Mass Effect, those 2 games for example. They both are behind the skill check, but I guess in a sense, having to read certain books is similar to a skill check, where it's like, oh, have you actually paid attention to the game? Well, that's your skill check right there. So I wouldn't pat Arcanum on the back that much, because it's basically something other games have done as well, but it's still pretty good. Dang it. God dang, I just want the fucking Poison Slime rank 2, my dude. Alright, next time we get one of those 2 slime encounters, I'm just gonna have to use one of my guaranteed cards. I don't think we've actually gotten a... Okay, there we go. Well, I'm glad that these encounters aren't too rare. Alright, it's one of my 3 guaranteed cards. I might actually have to buy some of these later on as well if things don't go my plan. Currently, I'm keeping Stalker 2 on my radar. If the game comes out to positive reception, I may get it. If not, Profile looks interesting enough. Haven't heard of any of these. I think I have heard of Stalker 2 actually, but... Come on! Give me... Gods of Luck. Dang it! Dang it! It's a slime, but not the slime I want. Alright, well... Progress. Any other games I'm really looking forward to? Not really, honestly. I was interested in Metamorphosis to some extent, but I'm always a bit wary of Atlas games, mainly because of the DLC practices they have. Seriously, if you have to give people a DLC to mitigate grinding and all that stuff, then you just didn't make a good game, Atlas. Seriously, stop with the grindy DLCs. Just, I don't know, give them a fucking area or make grinding not stupidly long. Also, it's kind of bullshit. Like, they had one of those grindy DLCs for Shin Megami Tensei 5, but because you could just switch the difficulty out, you could just get a bunch of experience by going to easy difficulty, because one of the ways they make easy difficulty easier is by just giving you like 10 times the damn XP that you get on normal and 20 times that what you get on hard, which is a pretty dumb way to make a game harder. Seriously, oh yeah, how do we make the game harder? Let's just make it so that the character levels up slower. That's just fucking stupid. Just make the enemies more aggressive or something. Seriously, that's even worse. Like, that's genuinely even worse than having the character, like the enemies have more HP. Just make the character level up slower. But yeah, so you didn't even need that grind DLC. You could just go onto the easy difficulty and get a bunch of experience there. I actually checked that out and I was easily able to get to level 99 before even the end of the game that way. So, just saying, but Atlas kind of cheated people with that DLC when they gave you a perfect way to level up easily enough. But yeah, so I'm always a bit scared. I am always a bit worried about Atlas's practices, so I usually am careful when it comes to Atlas games. Only realistic, I'm basically just waiting for the game to get on sale or something, or if there comes a point where they make a remake where all the DLC is included, like with Shin Megami Tensei 5. Alright, there we go, another one of these. I only have 3 of these guarantee cards, so I'm hoping we get it within those. Come on, please. I need this. Come on, slime gods, I've always been good to you. I've always told you how delicious your Dragon Quest variants look. This must count for something. Come on, please.
I expected nothing less.
I expect more. Alright, moment of truth. Come on! Dang it! Dang it, dang it. Oh, I couldn't even get that 2-star. That's unfortunate. Oh, this is gonna last a while, isn't it? You know, it would be in a sense hilarious if even after 2 hours I still don't have the 2-star slime. It would be kinda irritating, but it would also be hilarious. The only games left in Atlas's portfolio that can catch my attention is their remake, the original Persona, and Persona 2 duology. Other than that, I just ignore most titles unless they change up the format. You know, I actually really want to play Persona 2. I've already played Persona 1, and I guess I technically played Persona 2 as well, but I didn't finish it. I do have it on my emulator. Again, not sure if I can actually say emulator on Switch, but I have it on my totally actual copy of on my PSP.
To battle.
So I might play that one, like not on stream, because it's a bit too slow for that, I feel. And I want to actually see what the game has to offer before I risk that. I guess maybe I could play it on stream, but it really just depends on how I feel. I don't think I'm gonna play a JRPG on stream after Voice of Cards for at least 1 or 2 games. I'm thinking of maybe playing a game, maybe a Metroidvania or something, or I don't know, a puzzle game, something like that. Like maybe the last game of the 999 series that I haven't played yet, or one of my friends really wants me to play Death's Gambit, I think it's called. Okay, there we go. Another chance. Alright, well, gold is always
Battle
useful.
time.
Alright, this is my last guaranteed card, so let's hope for the best here. I wonder what the actual chance is of getting a treasure chest. For example, is it based on what level you are in comparison to the enemies you fight? And then, if let's say my chance was going to point out Death's Gambit, actually, well, guess a lot of people want me to play Death's Gambit. I know for a fact that there is one Metroidvania that I really want to play, but I will not play on stream because it's actually not finished. But it is a sequel to Ender Lily, which I absolutely love that game. It actually has some Millie music, which I found really interesting. Alright, moment of truth. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get that card, am I? I'm just gonna keep picking the middle one because I know for a fact that the moment I don't pick the middle one, it's gonna be in the middle. Ow. I wonder when the Christmas sale is, because I might be able to just buy a shit ton of Steam games then. That's usually what I do. I just buy a crap ton of games that I am interested in playing from Steam, from the Steam sale, and then I can just play those until the next Steam sale. Sometimes I don't do that. Sometimes I'll just buy a game because I really want to play it on stream, and it just kind of prioritizes everything else, but... Dang it. Well, actually, we didn't get anything else, so it's fine. Aside from that, I don't really know. There isn't really any other game I'm really thinking, oh my god, I want to stream that one. Winter sale is usually on the latter half of December, but we still have Black Friday sale. Oh yeah, I guess I can check. I guess I can check if when the Black Friday sale is on. I could probably just play some Chrono Arc until then, if it's in a week or 2. Oh, which reminds me, I have to go to the damn dentist in like December somewhere. Alright, if we're lucky we'll get it here, but I think we genuinely do Poison Slimes to even have a chance at getting a 2-star. Oh yeah, Metal Slug Tactics just released if you want a turn-based roguelike. Metal Slug Tactics, I'm gonna check that one out real quick, let's see what that is. Come on, you little bastards. That wasn't on you, that was on my PC. Don't know what Starcom is. There are some sales going on though. I've actually also been commercial for Fallout 76, baby. Totally gonna buy that. No, let's see. Metal Slug something. Metal Slug Tactics. Let's see what that is. Interesting. Ooh. That's actually pretty interesting. A roguelike tactical RPG. That is actually really interesting. Kind of like this Gaia, in a sense, then. Huh. Alright, alright. I'm actually gonna put this on my wish list. This actually genuinely seems like an interesting game. Only 10% off, though. Only 10% off. That's not enough. I want more. Let's see. Anything else? Holy shit. Hold up. Is this the game I think it is? Oh my god. What? I just saw a game that's just... It's called Mighty Magic Clash of Heroes. And I think this was a game I played on the DS a super long time ago. And I actually kind of liked, but I could never remember what the game was. And then it's... Oh my god, that's kind of crazy to just see that right now. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I'm not blaming it for only being 10% off. I just saw it was on sale and thought, ooh, maybe I have, maybe I can snap it up for a really cheap price. Then I saw it was 10%. I was like, oh, that's fine. But yeah, it looks like a genuinely interesting game. I will probably buy it at some point if I feel like a tactical tactical RPG plus roguelike. That's really fun. It isn't that expensive even. It's only like 20 bucks, so 20 euros. That's barely anything. It's kind of funny. I can't remember the last time I actually bought a AAA game. Now that I think about it. It came to mind because I was like, oh, 20 bucks is barely anything, but I've realized that most of the games I buy are like in that price range nowadays because AAA games are kind of bleh. I think the last AAA game I bought was that Star Wars Last Order game, and I haven't played it yet, and I bought it, not at full price, but for like 2 euros because it was a Steam sale, and I was like, oh shit, we don't have those guarantees anymore. Alright, well, you will have to buy some more later. You will have to buy some more later. Come on, please. Fuck. Damn it, those 70% cards are not helping me. I think none of those 70% cards have actually gotten me a treasure chest yet.
Get him.
Alright. Guess I'm just stuck forever grinding these slimes. Thing you're yapping for the meantime. Yes. That's it's I just find it funny, I guess, that in a game that was designed to be a compressed RPG experience, they're still grinding. Alright, so we have one more of those cards that give us a higher chance of getting a treasure chest. So oh no. So after we have used this card, we'll have to go back to the merchant and get some more of these, just to see if we can. Because I'm not gonna farm this without these cards, because that would genuinely just take forever. It's already taken longer than I would have liked, but I honestly don't mind that much. I've always found it relaxing to farm in JRPGs, surprisingly. One of the things I used to do as a kid was, if I was just needing some relaxing time, I would start up something like Dragon Quest VIII and just farm like XP grind, for example. It's just really freaking... Oh my god, fuck you. Okay, we couldn't even have gotten a rank 2 card. Alright, we'll have to go back to the merchant real quick, just to get some new of those cards that increase our likelihood of getting treasure. Would be kind of funny if after I'm done grinding this, we will get an area that will make it super easy to actually get the 2-star slime. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if I could buy more of those cards. Which one was the normal store again? I think it was these. I do really like the design of this seller. Alright, let's see what we got. We got them poisons or potions. I can never say them right. Ooh, only 70% cards. I guess it would be a bit much to have. Would be a bit much to get 100. Oh, I can't get more? Okay. Alright, buy. Okay, you can only buy 10 at a time, which is fine, I guess. Anything else? Nope. We might be back for more. Hopefully not, though. I hope that we don't have to use all 10 and still not get that 2-star. But it's all up to luck, realistically, so... Anything else better I can buy? Might as well spend the money I'm getting. Let's see. I would actually like to keep the main character slightly faster than everybody else, mainly because that would actually... Let's see... Oh, that gives you +4 speed, that's pretty good actually. Let's see, what's this? What's this? HP, protects against seal, protects against freeze. Yeah, no, we don't need anything here. Alright, thanks for your time, sir, and let's go, keep going. Enter the lake of fire, yes. Oh. There we go.
Battle time.
Not what I was looking for, but it will work out just fine. Oh, fuck. Now, it would actually be kind of useful if this game had one of those systems where you get less XP for monsters the higher level you are. Like in Pokemon Black and White. Initially, I found that super important. Super annoying, actually, that's what I wanted to say, because I couldn't overlevel, and when I was a kid I loved overleveling in JRPGs, but in this situation it would actually be pretty good for me, because then I wouldn't have to worry too much about overleveling myself. To be fair, we've only leveled up once, I think, from level 15 to 16, so as long as we don't hit level 17 or 18, we should be fine.
I expected...
Would be nice if we get a rank 2 skeleton. I don't think we can actually get a rank 2 skeleton from what I have seen so far. You know what, I am actually gonna give that skeleton to our main character, because I do actually want her to be my main damage dealer, even though the game wants me to make her my healer, which I refuse to do because just because reasons. Oh shit, what the fuck? That's cost 4? Damn. They made these skills a lot more freaking expensive. Something like dealing 1.5 damage in the previous game would have probably been maybe 2 gemstones at most, but here it's 4? Holy shit. That is pretty fucking terrible. Holy shit. I guess they wanted to balance the game in some way, but 4? Really? Like, I get it's a really powerful skill, probably one of the most, but that's kinda insane. Also, I'll be right back. Holy crap, I can barely fucking walk with my leg. It's almost like it's super damn stiff, but I'm pretty sure I hurt a muscle or something. But it hurts like a freaking bastard. It hurts like a damn bastard. Because this isn't as fast as yesterday, so I'm pretty sure that by tomorrow or maybe the day after I'll be fine, but still. I'll need to learn how to defend my legs a bit better when I'm sword fighting. It is a weakness. It is a weakness, I can't deny that. But it's really difficult to defend your damn legs, especially when you're taller than 90% of the people there. Yeah, I didn't expect that skeleton to cost as much as he did. I expect him to cost maybe 2. 4 is a bit much. Alright. Really wish there was an easier way to get that 2-star slime. Maybe that there was a chance to get it in normal battles as well. Because right now we're basically just hoping to pick the right cards. Time to start the fading. Then, yeah, no, that's actually something I needed to learn. I also fell hard on my ass during sword fighting. I was fighting this guy. He was actually teaching the class this day. Today, and I was fighting him. Oh, well. Okay. Yeah, I understand what deadly poison is, thank you. Luckily for us, we're gonna kill them before the turn ends. But yeah, I fell on my ass because I don't actually know what happens. Usually when I'm in a spar, I was told that I shouldn't think too much and just go for it, so usually I just let my training take hold and go from there. Alright, no damage taken, nice. And we're level 17. But I think he did a sort of shield push right when I wasn't standing stable, when I was backing up. He did a shield push and I fell over. Which he would have totally won by that point. I actually was able to disarm him before that, so I was actually higher in the points departments, but then I lost my sword and fell, so then he won. I think it was something like 4 against 3, and you get 2 points if you disarm your opponent, so damn shame. Would have been cool if I actually beat him. I suppose this is my lot in life now. Just farming this poison slime endlessly. This game is gonna be the first part of a 90-part series of me farming for the poison slime. Nah, at worst I'll just do it off stream if I don't get it within a decent amount of time. This is gonna be my most played game on Steam. It's gonna overtake Limbus Company. Played Voice of Cards for 400 hours just to get that one card. It is highly unlikely, but I could just become super unlucky with this specific card and never get it. Alright, nice. Finally. Took a bit, but we finally have these beautiful cards.
To battle.
Alright, we'll activate this. From Steins Gate. And please, by all that's holy in this world, give me that 2-star card. Dang. You would think 70% is more than would be a higher chance, but I guess people just focus more on the times that missed. When grinding for a slime instead of doing mirror dungeons. Hey man, what can I say? I just think mirror dungeons are boring as spit. And while this isn't exactly riveting either, I don't have a response to that actually. I think mirror dungeons just are too long. I think mirror dungeons are too long. And to be fair, I'm not gonna play Limbus Company for a good while. I really just need to reset. Come on, no. Every time there are only 2 monsters, I have a little spark of hope that it's those 2 times. I honestly wouldn't mind getting a 2-star version of this one. I think the 2-star version of the skeleton just increases the damage, which funnily enough I would have probably preferred if it reduced the cost, because 4 gemstones for its effect, while I could see it being worth it, it isn't entirely what I would want. I'd rather this be a card I can just do as my normal attack basically,
victory.
Instead of it being a fuck all attack that I can only do sometimes. Still, I would still probably give it to the main character if it doubled or even tripled my attack damage. Especially if I'm getting over leveled. At that point, it's just the best move regardless.
To battle.
To battle. I really hope I don't get spoiled for Limbus Company. I also hope that I can finish the Kanto before the next Interfollow. I really don't want to miss an Interfollow if I can. That would really suck. That would really suck. But in the end, I do gotta take my time. I can't force this. I'd rather miss an Interfollow than not like Limbus Company and force myself to win. Come on, no. Damn, would have preferred a 4-star realistically. Damn, I am just not getting lucky with these cards, am I? Maybe it's because I'm specifically looking for it, so it feels like I'm unlucky every time I don't get what I want. That's usually how odds work. To be fair, I've always been kind of unlucky when it comes to D&D, and voice of cards reminds me of D&D a lot. I am so unlucky that when I forgot to take myself off of disadvantage when we were playing a game, people actually didn't notice that I was rolling shittier than normal. We probably won't see an Interfollow till maybe end of November or something next month at least, especially since we still have Railway and Walrus coming. That's true. That's true. I don't feel rushed or anything. It's just that I really hope I can still experience the story as it goes, because I really don't want to get spoiled. But yeah, how bad does your luck have to be with dice if even when you're at disadvantage, people aren't really seeing a difference in how high you be rolling? Oh, see, this is why I don't like this system, because they should have placed the highest card above, like in the one you would click if you're just like clicking constantly, right? Because I'm grinding right now. I could easily just not be paying attention and be like, oh shit, now I have a less high rank for the mushroom. Or just automatically throw away any card that is like lower level. I don't feel like there's a reason in this game to have a lower level card. Unless they have a boss fight where having lower level cards is a important or a something that gives you an advantage, I don't really think there's a reason for it. This is what I mean by saying that it just, the Voice of Cards Beast of Burden just doesn't feel as polished as the previous games, or House of Dragon 4, I guess. by the way, I did actually do some of Railway. I did the first 3 bosses. Just because I wanted to test my team before I did Don Quixote, and I defeated the bosses pretty easily. The problem for me with Railway though is that it just takes so long for me. I don't want to spend 1.5 hours fighting 3 bosses back to back. If they gave you a save point after each boss, I probably would go into it a bit deeper, but I just don't have the damn patience. Oh, fuck me! Damn it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Just give me that 2-star slime, damn it! Ah, well, we now know that we don't necessarily have to have just those 2 slimes to get the 2-star slime, so that's decent. It's, it just makes it more likely, I guess. Alright. Okay, I can actually go this way. Alright. Alright, please. 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 Please, voice of cards. Work with me here. I know I talked shit about you not an hour ago, but I really need your help here. Alright, well, level up. Treasure chest, okay, this is it. Ah, fucking fuck. Fucking fuck. Ah, gonna be here for damn ever. I shouldn't have talked shit about the game. Shouldn't have talked shit about the game. This is my own damn fault. Why? Why did I do this to myself? I should have known better. The moment I talk shit about the game is the moment. Especially since we... Oh, that was the message I already read. Alright, nice.
I expected
no treasure chests, which doesn't really matter. I don't really need any of them. I don't think you can get the rank 2 skeleton. Star skeleton. 2-star skeleton. Alrighty then, another chance. Oh no. Sometimes I just do that automatically because I'm so used to it. Come on, I have a good feeling about this one. Got a good feeling about this one. Come on, give me that slime card. Give us that slime card. I know you want to give me that slime card so that we can continue with the game, except that there might be another card we need to get later on, but for now just give me that slime card. Yes, come on, I believe. Damn it. Seriously, maybe my strategy of only picking the middle one isn't really playing out well, but I know for a fact the moment I don't pick the middle one, the slime card is going to be on the middle one, and I'm gonna feel 10 times as bad. I'm gonna feel 10 times as bad when I don't pick the middle one, and the middle one is the one where the 2-star slime card is. It's just gonna be awful. I wonder if there's actually some sort of way to know or see the odds of knowing where those monster cards show up, because I have noticed that a lot of the middle card usually doesn't have the strongest monster cards. I think it's just entirely random, and I might just be getting biased because I keep not getting a card, but still. Nice crit animation right there. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with Trawlus right now. I feel like maybe when I have enough cards, I will make the main character single target damage, and I'll make Trawlus AoE damage, if that makes sense. Just to give everybody a role. Plush. The guy with the glasses is going to be support. Lagol is going to be healing mainly, and then Trolls will be AoE damage, while main character will be single target damage. Oh, what's going on? Why was the main character faster than you, Plush? That's the first time that happened. That's weird. I don't remember you, the main character, actually being faster. Oh, maybe because she leveled up. Might be because she leveled up and now she's as fast as Pulse.
That's how it's done.
Alright, that's not entirely great for us, but alright. Just gonna have to deal. Just going to have to deal. Might wanna give Pulse a different piece of equipment just to make him a bit faster.
Battle time.
Okay, yeah, this is actually a problem now. Because we can't use those items. Alright, so after this fight, if we don't get the card, we'll have to go back and quickly get Pulse some new equipment. Just so that he will be faster. Okay. Alrighty then, let's go get Pulse some, or Polka, I think his name is Polka actually, not Pulse. Let's get Polka some new equipment. Alrighty then, we don't actually want to go back there. It's kind of funny how we're not really able to go back to most of the cities we've been to. Alright, Polka, we're gonna see if anything gives you some faster speed. Bye. Yes, thanks. Let's see. Polky. Probably either the equipment or... This will actually speed you up. Yes, it will speed you up barely enough. Gives you a +3, but this equipment will also speed you up with a +4. So, we'll actually do this. Also gives you more defense, which... There we go. Now Polka should be faster and we don't have to worry about nothing. Alright, let's keep going. Alrighty then, let's do this. It's kind of funny that I choose just the exact same spot each time to farm.
To battle.
Alright, good start. At least we have the slime. So from what I'm seeing, you're able to get 2-star slime cards from any slime. It's just that it's more likely when there are 2 or more slimes on the table. That saying works this time because we won an actual table when it comes to in-game. So I really still love this aesthetic. That's one thing that Voice of Cards just did right immediately. The aesthetic. Oh, alright. Why can't I move? Why am I not moving? Okay, there we go. Don't know why I couldn't move there for a second. For a second I thought I might have clicked on something outside of the game and that it's now not moving.
Battle time.
Art style I like too. It's anime, but it's not over the top anime. Well, it's a little bit over the top, but I don't know. I like the art style. It's clean. It's the best way to say it. You know what might have been a good mechanic in this game? That you could use different monster cards to get level up other monster cards. Something like that. Where you sacrifice some of your other monster cards to level up your monster cards. Or maybe let's say that if you've gotten 10 of a certain monster card on a certain level, they can level up. Something like that. Where you can feed the same monster card to a different version of that monster card to level it up. So let's say that I wanted that level 2 slime, then I either can get that card immediately, or I can just feed one level 1 slime, maybe 10 level 1 slime monster cards, something like that. That would still make it so that getting a higher ranking slime card is useful, but it's not like I have to grind as much as I have right now.
That's how it's done.
Oh, what you could also maybe do is then get like, some sort of combo cards. That would actually be really fucking cool. Like maybe you have the skeleton, right? That has a 1.5 attack increase.
Battle time.
But then let's say you use the shroom, like mix that with the shroom. Then you get a card that does 1.5 the attack damage, but also heals you for that amount. You know, it would be more expensive than both of them, but you could maybe get super cards that way, right? We have certain combinations you could get, and those are the super cards in this game. That would actually be really cool. Can't deny that. Would be pretty cool. And you could then have some sort of combo monsters like the flaming skeleton or a mushroom skeleton. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, actually. That's some cool ideas. Yeah, we didn't want that 1-star mushroom anyway. That could have actually made the card system a bit more fun, in my opinion. In my humble yet oh so right opinion. Oh, I didn't turn the noise from voice of cards lower, actually. Oh, I did actually. Huh. Okay, surprising. Alright, let's see. Just want to kill you. I'm not wasting these 70% chance cards on normal slimes because there's still a pretty low chance we'll get the 2-star slime. I'll basically just use them only on when we have 2 poison slimes, because then we have the highest chance of actually getting that 2-star. Oh, come on. I still don't get why there are water frogs in this fire cave. I feel like this would be the opposite of their natural habitat. Like, they are water cards, so why are they in a fire cave? Wouldn't that just dry you up too quickly? Alright, there we go. There's our chance. Come on, we can do this. I believe this is the one. This will be the one. Alright. Nice crit. That's a good sign. It means that the game is on our side today. Oh, see? Even the treasure chest. Come on! Gimme! Ah, dang it. So close. So close, yet so far away. Seriously, what's the deal with not getting that 2-star in the middle?
Get him.
Maybe I should just change my approach to doing one to the side, just because it's getting a bit ridiculous. You know what? Sure. Like, for now, I'm just gonna change my approach. I keep doing it in the middle, but it keeps not being in the middle. So we'll now for a while pick the card to the left and watch it. Watch the first time we get one of those slimes, 2-star slime card, it being in the middle. Watch that. Watch that happen. It's going to be heartbreaking, but sometimes you just gotta try stuff out.
Battle time.
Alright, let's do this. Could just be the game spitting on you. Well, I did shit talk it for a while, so when I just started the stream, so could be. Could be. Nah, honestly, at worst, I will just get it in my free time. The game might be spiting me, but also on my side as long as I keep going. The game can't keep that 2-star slime out of my hands forever. Give me that slime. Alright, well, not the slime we are looking for, unfortunately. Oh, fuck. I just forgot. I just realized I didn't put anything out of the freezer to eat today. That's gonna be a pain in the arse. Now I have to wait to unthaw something until I can eat something. I guess I still have some fish soup, so I could eat that, but still. A little annoying. I had some hamburgers unfrozen, but I ate those for breakfast, so, you know. Oh, fuck. Alright, well, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, then. Not really sure if you guys will be able to one-shot these guys, actually, but we'll see. Okay, you were able to kill one of them at least, so that's good. Alright, Trollish, show me what you got. Inflict 12 damage, that's not really enough. Okay, I'm not sure if this +6 will be enough, but... Oh, barely enough. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, come on. Alright. Okay, okay. I was genuinely worried that it was gonna be in the middle, and I would be so pissed off. Like, I was genuinely worried there. When I saw the 1-star, I was like, okay, this is it. This is just my reckoning. Oh, okay, we're getting lucky with the spawns at least. So, with the encounters, I am not discouraged from that. Oh, fuck me! Fuck me! I keep accidentally. You know what? Fuck it. We'll just not use a card this time. Like, I keep accidentally having Polka use a gem because it's just automated in my mind right now. In my brain. Alright, well, we got the treasure anyway, so it didn't matter. Oh! Hell yes! Okay, we got him! The strategy to pick the side worked, finally! I knew it! The game wanted to fuck with me. Alright, well, we got our 2-star cards. It took only... Holy crap, it only took almost 2 hours, but I got them. So, absolute freaking win for me. See, this is what happens when you keep your mind to the grind and use all the will in your body to achieve a goal. Alright, let's see what we get for getting this 2-star slime card. That'd be something good. I actually wonder if we will get anything for completing all these quests. I'm hoping that it might allow us to get a secret ending, which would be pretty great. that could actually save this game for me if it has the genuine secret ending. I need one with 2 stars or above. I guess we can continue next time. Yep, I basically spent the entire stream farming for the deadly poison sludge slab.
The merchant looks at the summoned monster closely, then says he would like to take a bit of its outer layer.
Sure.
And then...
You're gonna make some food?
After scraping off a bit of its slime, he tells you that he plans to use it in a medicine. The more vivid the color, the higher the price he can sell it for. If I can successfully cultivate this, then, he murmurs, trailing off with a grin. After a moment, he clears his throat, then thanks you.
Oh well, I guess Omni-Self is fine. I wouldn't really call it something crazy, but... Established Monster Tamer Certificate. I wonder how many of these levels there are.
I may ask for your help again in the near future, he says with a smile. Until then.
Alright, let's see. Is there another one? Oh, there's another one. Alright.
Hello there, the merchant greets. I have another request for you. Could you capture me a gargoyle? As always, it must be 2 stars or above.
Please tell me I already have
He
one.
then procures a picture and shows it to you. It looks like this. Gargoyles are said to inhabit old buildings, such as religious ruins. They are dangerous monsters that pretend to be sculptures, only to later attack adventurers. You make note of the information and bid the man farewell.
Alright, well, I do have a gargoyle card, but I'm not entirely sure if it is 2 star or above, so let's check that out real quick. I think Trolls had that card. Oh! Ha! We actually have the 2 star gargoyle. Alright, no grinding for this guy. Nice.
The merchant's eyes light up as you approach. So, he asks eagerly, have you found a 2 star gargoyle?
I do.
After you summon the monster, the merchant calls the innkeeper over to have a look at the beast. She then places a large sack on the ground and asks if you can have the gargoyle stand on top of it. Once it's on top, you hear countless cracking noises coming from inside the bag. What a helpful creature, she remarks with a smile. It cracked open all these nuts in one go.
Did you really need a gargoyle for that? Couldn't you have just, I don't know, grabbed a rock?
Thank you for your help. I can't imagine it's easy preparing snacks for all our guests, the merchant says, then hands you your reward.
Alright, not bad. I'll take that. Skilled Monster Tamer Certificate.
I may ask for your help again in the near future, he says with a smile. Until then.
Right. Oh, another one? Really? Huh.
You there, the merchant says.
Ooh, an ice tortoise.
Fetch me an ice tortoise, 3 stars or above, and make it snappy.
Excuse me?
He then procures
Okay, we
a
haven't
picture
seen that
and
one
shows
yet.
it to you.
I'm guessing that this...
It looks like this.
I'm guessing this will be in the next area, so we'll just continue with the story for a bit until we get there.
It sounds like he wants an even stronger monster than before. He tells you that it nests in cold areas, then all but shoos you away. You make note of the information and bid the man farewell.
Well, that's going to be something we'll deal with next time, so thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed, and I will be taking my leave now. See you later.